Hi guys, I am recording this on my phone. I don't have my microphone. I hope you don't mind. The quality would be not as good as usual. So I only have it on my phone right now. And sometimes, actually I'm starting to learn to drive. Yes. Pardon me because I just had my coffee, so I'm a little buzzed. And also I'm reading the new highway code, basic theory of driving. So I thought, why not do some video about it. I'm just going to read those signs. Right now I'm reading prohibitory signs, and I hope that it would be relaxing to you guys. Okay, so let's look at this. There's a warning signs. These signs warn of possible danger or unusual road conditions ahead. All warning signs have a white background. Oh, I didn't know that. And black symbol within a red triangle. Oh, I get it. Is that why it's a triangle? So you must slow down and be cautious as you approach these signs. Left bend ahead means keep left and slow down. Do not overtake. Make a U-turn or stop or park your vehicle. So, okay. Next sign is right bend ahead. Keep left and slow down. Do not overtake. Make a U-turn, stop, or park your vehicle. Note for both signs, left and right bend, you have to keep left to avoid drifting into a path of oncoming vehicles. Okay, so I have to explain to you. I am reading the Highway Code of Singapore, so it's different than many other countries. So I don't have any experience in driving. This is the first time I'm learning driving, so yes, I think it would be very difficult if you know already how to drive on a different path, like in the US. The driving on the left and driving on the right, it's a little different, but it'd be very hard to change that. But for me it's alright. So let's move on. Okay, next, there's a little squiggly line here. Next warning sign is series of bends, and there's another one that looks like M. So winding road, multiple bends. Oh, M for multiple bends. But it does look like it's turning and twisting. Okay, keep left and slow down. Do not overtake, make your turn, stop, or park your vehicle. I get it, so it's all the same. Okay, T junction. Slow down and give way to traffic from left and right. Side road on the left. Slow down and watch out for vehicle turning in from the left. I don't get it. Okay, side road on the left. Slow down. Side road on the left. Slow down and watch out for vehicle turning in from the left. Turning in from the left. So, okay, next. Side road on the right. Slow down and watch out for vehicles joining in from the right. To the main road, I think that's what they're trying to do. I'm not sure, but okay. Next, cross junction, also known as intersection. Slow down and watch out for vehicle for traffic approaching the junction. Oh, it's very kind of scary. The junction's quite big here. I mean, the roads are huge. Okay, Y junction. Slow down and watch out for vehicle joining from the left and right. Okay, watch out for vehicles everywhere. So Y junction is called Y because it looks like Y. In cross junction it's called cross because it looks like cross. And side road on left is like a slanted T, but the T is falling down to the left. It's like the T just kind of fell to the left, and the side road on the right is the T that fell down to the right. So then the T junction is T. It's the alphabet T. Okay, another one is called Y junction ahead, and this Y is little slanted, a little bit to the, I think, to the left. No, to the right. Slow down and watch out for vehicle joining from the left. Okay, that was right. Left. Y junction ahead. Slow down and watch out for vehicle traffic joining from the right. So it's like a tree branch, one to the left, one to the right. So Y junction is just like a tree branch, to the left and to right. Okay, next, merging traffic. Slow down and watch out for traffic joining from the left. Well, merging traffic is a little different. It's because it's Y. It's the other sign that is inverted. The Y junction ahead, slow down, watch out for traffic joining from the left, but it's inverted, so it's from the other side. So slow down and watch out for vehicle joining from the left, from the back of the left. I think so. Staggered junction, slow down and watch out for vehicle joining from the left and right. And it's a little confusing, actually. Okay, so the reason why that triangle is there is that if the signs have fallen down, because there's a lot of signs that are similar looking, but the triangle stands. It just explains to you which one is correct. I think if you just land one of the signs to the left or to the right, it becomes completely different. So now the staggered junction, it looks like a ladder, but it's like a tree house ladder type of situation. It's staggered, so it's called staggered. So next, two-way traffic. Slow down and keep left. Watch out for oncoming traffic. So two-way is up and down inside of a triangle. So it goes up and down. So two-way traffic crosses one-way road. Next one is slow down and watch out for traffic moving from the right and left. Right and left. So two-way traffic. Slow down and keep left. Watch out for oncoming traffic. Slow down and keep left. So because we are driving on the left, we would keep left. Oh, I get it. Okay, so no. Slow down, watch out for traffic from moving from the right and left. Okay, get it. I get it, because we are driving on the left. We're driving on the left. We are left. Okay. Narrow roads on the left. It looks like it's like an equal sign, but one of them is twisted. Okay, so narrow roads on left. So it means the roads are very narrow on the left. So you'll have to be careful. And the next is the other side is twisted of the equal sign. So narrow roads on the right. Slow down, do not overtake or make the U-turn. Do not stop or park your vehicle. So I think this is the main or underlining explanation for most of these signs. It says slow down and do not overtake or make a U-turn. Do not stop or park your vehicle. Right. So Road narrows on both sides. Slow down, do not overtake. Make a U-turn, do not stop your vehicle or park your vehicle. So it's exactly the same. So this road narrows on both sides. That means no. It looks like the equal sign twisted on the both side. So it looks like a little pant. So how does that narrow road look? So two-way road became super narrow that it's almost joining together, so it would be almost like two-way traffic, but it would be super tight two-way traffic, so keep lookout. So in any case, slow down, do not overtake, do not make a U-turn, do not stop or park your vehicle. Okay, so now it's inverted Y. Inverted Y is dual carriageway ends. Slow down and keep left. Watch out for oncoming traffic. Okay, so that would be the next. So what I said earlier, it's almost joining together. But the road narrows on both sides is, it doesn't mean it's joining completely. So when it's joining completely, it will be inverted Y, and it would be dual carriageway ends. So two different roads join together become one. Okay, so watch out for oncoming traffic. So but keep left because we are on the left. Next, lanes merging. Slow down and watch out for traffic merging from the left or right. Alternate vehicles have right of way. Which alternate vehicles will have right of way? Slow down, watch out for traffic merging from the left or right. So I am on the highway. I am driving long period of time, and then there's a merge in front of me. So slow down and watch out for traffic merging from the left or right. So I would say mostly from the left, because if I'm going on the highway on the left-hand side, it would be joining mostly from the left-hand side. So I will have to slow down and watch out for traffic merging from the left-hand side most of the time. And so but okay, so just slow down until they join the highway, or slow down and see if they join. If they don't, then go ahead. So merge is just like merge. Two directions going straight ahead, but one of them is slanted to the joining to the main road, so it just looks like a merge. This is how I remember, guys. I visualizing things. Yesterday my husband and I were driving, and I think the other day, not yesterday, I forgot. Anyways, the traffic light was broken, and it was horrible. It was unheard of in Singapore. The traffic light was broken, and it was just blinking green and red. It wasn't blinking non-stop. It was just it's so horrible. It was just like when it's completely blank, then split second green, then split second red immediately. That is so horrible. So thank goodness we are all right, and the police road police were there, and they were managing everything, and we didn't get into accident. And my goodness, it was horrible. I never experienced that before, but yes, let's move on. So next, merge. Roundabout. Oh my goodness, this roundabout makes me a little bit jittery because it's a circle going round and round. It looks like that snake that's biting its own tail in Harry Potter's. Is it in Harry Potter? I'm not sure where it's from, but there's a snake that's biting its own tail. So that's a roundabout. But there's a three little snaky guy, all turning to the right. Slow down or stop if necessary. Give way to traffic on the right. Right. Whenever my husband drives on a roundabout, I'm always a little scared. It's kind of scary. Okay, next. And then there's a traffic light inside of a triangle. Slow down and be prepared for light signals to change. This sign would have been helpful the other day. Be prepared for light signals to change. Okay, next is expressway. Some type of vehicles such as bicycle or tractors are not allowed on the expressways. So highway expressway is it's like a road. It's like a long road, stretch of road, looks like Star Trek road. Star Trek, what am I saying? Star Wars. End credit going up the, like the screen going up, like. Anyway, it just looks like that, and there's a line around it, like line right on top of it. I don't know what that is. What is that? Line. It's a road and a solid line across it. It just looks like an A and a line. Sorry. Tunnel ahead. Oh, wait, go back to the expressway. Bicycles are not allowed. Trishaws are not allowed on the expressways. Good to know. It's very dangerous. Okay, next, tunnels ahead. Vehicles carrying dangerous goods are not allowed in the tunnels. Turn on your vehicle headlights when entering the tunnels. Yes, it is very dangerous if you don't have the tunnel light on inside the tunnel, because it's very dark and it's hard to look at. If you are driving a black car behind, the back mirror couldn't really see it without the lights on, so it's dangerous. So turn on the headlights when entering the tunnel. But the tunnel looks like a road inside of a box, looks like a box. So it does look like a road inside a tunnel. Next, slippery road. Slow down and drive carefully. And the sign looks like a car that's making swivels on the ice. And it's so dangerous. A slippery road. It's not as bad as any other countries which has winter. Singapore it's always summertime, so it's no problem. But if you have winter and if you have icy roads, it's way worse. But for us all to remember, there's a car making swivelly S on the road, so that means slippery road, drive carefully. Next, a man is crossing the road and it says pedestrian crossing ahead, slow down and stop for pedestrians to cross. Then there's a woman or a person holding a smaller person, but not too small, just normal, smaller size teenager person crossing the road. And it says children, slow down and beware of children crossing the road, usually near the school zones. And I have seen these, and children are very dangerous when people are driving cars. They could just jump off or run off anyway, so just be careful when you're driving near school zones. And if you see two people, one fairly smaller than the other, its sign is for children. Watch out for kids. Next, pedestrians at road ahead. So pedestrians at road ahead means it's like a tall person with a super tiny little person, like a child, but they're holding hands. So the children's sign is different than pedestrian at road sign. Pedestrian at road sign looks like the man is looking more like an alien holding a little girl. So alien with a little girl is pedestrian at road ahead. Slow down and beware of pedestrians crossing the road ahead. I get it. Ish, kind of. Okay, next. Next, another person is crossing the road, but when this guy is crossing the road, there's a zebra crossing at the bottom, and it says raised zebra crossing. But this guy is like crossing like the Beatles, and the other pedestrian crossing was just a dotted line. It was just crossing the dotted line. Oh, I get it. So there's a difference between zebra and dotted lines. Get it? Okay. Slow down and stop for pedestrians to cross at the zebra crossing. Beware of the raised road level or humps at crossing. This crossing has additional yellow markings. Yeah, I know, I've crossed that road before. You know, when I'm trying to remember all these things, I try to make it more humorous so that I can remember it. And then when there's a test, it will be easier for me to remember the pedestrians at... I forgot. Okay, pedestrians at the road ahead. Pedestrians at the road ahead is alien man holding a little girl, and that would be it. Yeah. Next, caution, hazard ahead. Slow down and drive carefully. Example, animals ahead. So like a explanation mark, giant one. So it just means caution, hazard ahead. Like it's shouting at you. So you just have to drive carefully. A lot of these are just slow down and drive carefully and keep a lookout for this and that. But it's very important to learn this. Okay, next, raised junction. And it looks like the road is rising a bit from the bottom. So it's like a little on the top side of the pie. So like it's raised a little bit on the top, but it's straight. Yeah, like upside down plate. The upside down plate is raised junction. Road level is raised at the junction ahead. Slow down. So slow down. ERP, road pricing zone ahead. So it says ERP. So electronic road pricing zone ahead. Insert cash card into the IU to pay for entering the zone during restricted hours. So in Singapore, if you know about anything about Singapore, it's famous and known in the whole world by being called its fine city, and I believe that it is a fine for everything if you do slightest little mistake. But of course it keeps the whole system going, so that's why it's very good. It's law-abiding place. And anyways, so ERPs are these electronic road pricing things that's raised above the road. When you enter the road, it will be like making your IU is, I don't know what it's, I think it's called individual unit, I'm not sure, but they call it IUs. Every vehicle will have IU device at the top, and it sounds a little weird, but it's a system that you can pay whenever you go through a certain road. At different times you will have to pay a few dollars. Sometimes it's $3.50 every time you enter or exit, and that just means every time you go through the ERP you must have a cash card. It's a sort of card, like a card, you know, like this is purposely for this purpose, for entering and exiting this ERP system. So when you put in the cash card, you will see and then you will see the amount that is left there, and if you see it's like $1 or less than $5, it will make and you will have to change your cash card to the more suitable amount. inside. So you change it to like $10. Then you cross the ERP road. Then it'll, every time you go cross over to the ERP section, it will, and then it will deduct your money from straight away from your card. No contact. So if it's $3.50, but if you don't have it, it will still make that sound, and then after that it will make sound, and then you will see your cash card has no enough money at all. So you will know that you will be fined for that. Usually I think it's $10 for, it depends really which type of ERP system it is, but I think it's just $10 you'll have to pay because you had insufficient fund inside your ERP system. But anyways, let's move on. Okay, next, road hump ahead, and it just kind of looks like a hump, upside down hump, like a pimple or a zit. Okay, one zit. Slow down and keep left and do not overtake. So in Singapore there are a lot of humps, road humps, usually inside of a parking lot under the giant mall, but usually some of them are just huge, like it's very high. The old malls has huge humps, so when we cross over and it will take over the whole car. It's really like a horrible thing. Anyways, if you have a road hump ahead, you will have to slow down, and it looks like one zit. Next, uneven road ahead, slow down and keep left and do not overtake. So it kind of looks like a strapless bra, but I would call it a two-zit situation. Okay. Uneven road ahead, slow down, keep left, do not overtake. Slow down, keep left, do not overtake. That is the common indication, common basis. Every time you have a problem, think about that. And road leading to I think it's called quayside, riverbank or sea. Okay, Quay. Key, I think. If it's wrong, I believe it's key. So anyways, I have Clark Quay. I always go to Clark Quay, so quayside. Kind of weird. Okay, so the sign looks like the car is jumping off to its death. I'm sorry, it's a little funny. Very bad. It's jumping off to a river. Halfway through, action movie kind of thing. So careful. So it's slow down, beware of road ending ahead. So careful, do not drive over to the edge and do not fall off to the quayside, riverbank or sea. Interesting. Some other countries may not even have this because, well, there's always a river. Okay, next, steep climbing. Keep left and change to a lower gear. Do not overtake, make U-turn or park your vehicle. I think this will be very, very common in San Francisco because it's up and down and up and down. I don't know how people manage to drive cars a manual car in San Francisco. It must be very hard. I remember particularly watching The Princess Diaries, riding a car. I think her Jaguar car is going up and down, and then her car finally gives over. Okay. Steep climb. So climb is go up. So your car is like slanted, going up. So keep left and change to a lower gear. And go back to your basic understanding. Do not overtake, make a U-turn or park your vehicle. Next, steep descent means going all the way down. It's very dangerous to go down so fast. So keep left and change to a lower gear. Do not overtake, make a U-turn or park your vehicle. So steep descent is going down so fast. And steep climb is going up so slow. Okay, next. R for restricted zone. This sign appears on ERP gantries. So ERPs are those things that I just explained to you. There's always R nearby it. So restricted zone for ERP. Don't really understand what it's for. Okay. Next. There's a little fence, white picket fence looking thing, but it's black colored because it's against a white background. Gated level crossing. Slow down. Watch out for a closed gate or barrier pole coming down. So it's very dangerous because some of the places that I've went to does have that raised level gate barriers. Then you will have to wait for it to go down. Then you can go over. It's kind of weird, dangerous, but it's cool. Like that James Bond thing. Ooh, it's going up. Okay, next. Ungated level crossing. Slow down and watch out for approaching train. So when there's a train sign with a little, it's like a little fog or a fume coming out of the train, it just looks like train is in motion, and it just means slow down and watch out for approaching trains. But I do always have a little kind of weird feeling whenever I'm crossing the train road. I always feel scared because of those scary movies that I always watch. But I don't think it's a big giant problem. Highways are more scary. Yeah. Next. Okay, now we have, going back to the beginning, there's slightly smaller person with a taller person, just the children crossing. Was it? Children, yeah, it just means children. But the back of the triangle is yellow. So underneath it, there's a blue writing on it. And it says school zone, drive carefully. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It just says to slow down and look out for children walking or crossing the road. But this sign is starting of school zone. So when we go back to that, it's children. Slow down, beware children crossing the road. I see. Okay, next. Enhanced school zone. Slow down and look out for children walking or crossing the road when lights are flashing. The maximum speed is 40. Speed limit is 40 kilometers per hour. So 40 when lights flash. So when the light, so that's like this. The school zone sign is up, yellow background, so double, triple. Then below it there's 40 inside of a circular red circle. It says 40, and then below it there's a flashing light when the lights flash. So enhanced school zone. So when you drive, have to slow down when the light is on to 40. The highest limit is 40, so keep it around below 40. So check around if there's any children or small children crossing the road. Kids. Okay, next. Elderly people or handicapped pedestrians. And this sign is excuse me, this sign is two people bent a little, like humped a bit, and one person is holding a walking stick, so kind of explanatory. And below it there's writing there. It says elderly people, so slow down and wait for elderly or handicapped people to cross the road. So that's a very good indication. So next, silver zone. Silver zones are areas or estates with a significant number of elderly residents. These zones have several senior-friendly road safety features that remind motorists to slow down to keep a lookout for pedestrians. So it has two people, male and female, both holding a walking stick, and below that, and it's on the triangles set at the back of the triangle. It's yellow color, so it's like the same situation as the enhanced school zone thing. Below it there's a blue writings, white writings on a blue backdrop. So silver zone, slow down. Below that is 40 kilometers per hour, that type of thing. So I get why it's called silver zone, because old people have silver hairs or white hairs, so I get it. Kind of self-explanatory, and it's very interesting and good that we have all these preventative measures. Great, wonderful. Next, now I get why there's a writing underneath the elderly people. The writing says elderly people, and there's two people, and one of them, male and female, one of them is holding a walking stick. Next sign is same sign with two people, male and female, one of them is holding a walking stick, but below the writing says blind people. So blind people slow down and wait for blind people to cross the road, or the sign is changed to white backdrop, white walking stick sign. It's just completely white only, and it says white walking stick. Blind people crossing the road, slow down or stop if necessary and give way to blind people. It's very good that we have all this indication, and if you have walking stick, I get the difference, or the white sign. It's very good. Next, U-turn. Slow down or watch out for U-turn vehicles ahead. I know this sign, I've seen it a lot. Next, this U-turn is like N-turn, because it's upside down U, so N-turn. Then and then there's literally a U-turn, right side up now. So it says U-turn, watch out for oncoming vehicles making a U-turn. So be careful, because it's making a U-turn from the back. If you're driving, it would be in the front too. If you're driving at the back, it would be coming from the back. Mostly from the front, I think. Okay, next. Low-flying aircraft ahead, and then it shows a plane flying slightly slanted. Low-flying aircraft, and there's a writing below low-flying aircraft. It says, don't get unnerved by sudden noise from low-flying aircraft. And I know how dangerous and loud it can be when there's a low-flying aircraft ahead. I work nearby the airbase, so it's really loud every time there's low-flying airplane. Mostly the airplanes they have is military type of airplanes, and it's really freaking loud every time. And the first time I heard it, I really thought there was a giant problem, and I felt kind of scared, because I really thought, like, whoa, what is going on? But it's very dangerous. It's very loud, so we have to be careful. Look out for the signs for low-flying aircraft so that we won't be scared. like that. If we're scared when we're driving, we will make mistakes, and that's bad. Next, animals. And the animal is a cute animal sign. It's a little pony or a weird looking dog. No, it's a pony. And a pony kind of looks like a half unicorn, because there's, I think the ear is poking out a little, but it's okay. It says, slow down and beware of animals. Beware of animals. Animals don't really cross the road here because there's less animals, but sometimes when there are some animals, we get really spooked out. Mostly there'll be birds on the road. One time I even saw a giant lizard, but it's not really a lizard. I don't know what it's called. It kind of looks like a forgot the word for it, but it was a giant, weird, crocodile-sized lizard thingy. I forgot the name now. I know the name. It's in the back of my head, but it was there. It was a huge, giant thing. It looked like a little dragon or something. Anyways, but it was not crossing the road, thankfully. And next, vehicle breakdown sign. Oh, so I've seen this. Red. It's a triangle, completely one triangle only. There's nothing. It's inside. It's completely nothing inside. It's just white triangle inside of a red little. Looks like a red triangle inside. There's nothing. Just completely white. Usually a hollow red triangle made of reflective materials to be placed at least 20 meters from the rear of the vehicle, which has broken down. Vehicle broken down breakdown sign. So I've seen those, and I have not seen those too sometimes. Sometimes people, they don't have this triangle, so one guy, I think he took out some of his stuff and put it 20 meters behind his car. It was so hilarious. He put some weird things. But yeah, it's very bad when the vehicle breaks down right in the middle of the road, especially if it's a highway. That's a very dangerous situation. Next, warning to motorists who are turning to give way to pedestrians. So when they're crossing, turning to right, and then the sign is like one side of the sign, now the right hand side is a man crossing a road, but the road is dotted. The other side of the road is backdrop is completely yellow, but the other side was, the man's side was white. The other one is yellow and inverted triangle. It says give way, and it's turning to the right. So motorists who are turning to give way to pedestrians. I have met this situation when I am the pedestrian and the car is almost turning, and it's kind of scary. You don't know if the vehicle will stop in time, or I usually wait for the vehicle to turn, or I will usually wait for the vehicle to slow down for me to cross the road. That's also very important for us as pedestrians. Next, reminder to motorists to watch out for pedestrians. So, watch out for pedestrians. Writing is below, and the triangle. But this time, the person is in red color. Yeah. Woo, it's very loud. Okay, now that would be all of my warning signs. Warning signs are done. Wow. It went by very fast. Okay, I think I'm done with the video now. Pretty much understood some of these signs. Very good signs. Okay, thank you for listening to some of my funny rants, and I'm so sorry if I have offended anybody. I didn't mean to. I was just learning some of my highway codes, and I hope that you learned some of the stuff that I was explaining, but I know that my English is not very good. You may not have understood, got confused. In no way you should take my learning of the first time learning of these signs seriously at all. You should go ahead and learn it through the proper channels. I'm not a professional or anything. This is the first time I'm looking at the sign, so beware. Okay guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope that I can upload this onto the internet, because I don't even know if I can. So if I did, please comment down below and let me know if you have enjoyed this video. And I'll see you next time.